Good morning, everyone. I'll start off speaking about the summit and we'll transition to the Lower East Rift after. The situation at the summit over the past day has been similar to how it's been over the past couple of weeks. We had a swarm of earthquakes overnight that led to a large collapse explosion event which occurred at 6:12 a.m. this morning. This one had a moment magnitude of 5.3, which is typical to what the events have been having in recent days. There were felt reports from this event, although it wasn't felt that widely, which is also consistent with past events. Looking at the crater more broadly, the slumping and faulting into Halima'uba'u continues, and we're monitoring that daily as conditions allow. And I think that's the main take-home from the summit. The earthquakes continue, Volcano residents are feeling them, and we're monitoring closely.
Good morning, everyone. I want to give you the update. So the activity right now is focused on the Fissure 8. Lava is fountaining, reaching heights of anywhere from 150 to 180 feet as measured during the overnight hours by HVO field crews who are out in the area. Fissure 16 and 18, they are oozing lava. And then there was some incandescence or glowing orange observed from Fissure 6, primarily in the overnight hours, with some mild spattering that was observed during this morning's overflight. But essentially the flow field is remaining stable. A new fissures and flow map was just posted to the HVO webpage, and lava now is covering 9.4 square miles. And also at the ocean entry, lava continues to enter the ocean on the southern part of a very broad flow front near the vicinity of vacation land. And the lava has built a delta that is about 360 acres in size right now. So that is essentially the update from the Lower East Rift Zone.
Hi, I was just wondering if you can further explain what the slumping is and how long it could last.
Hi, this is Brian Shiro from the USGS Volcano Observatory. So the magma chamber underneath Halima'uba'u has been undergoing changes since this event all began in late April, early May, and we think that the shallowmost portion of that chamber, may have evacuated partially, and this is leading to some of the conditions that result in the slumping. So it's gravitational instability which is exacerbated by the earthquakes. And it causes sides of Halima'uba'u to break and fall inward. Some of this happens during the events, and some of this happens more slowly as slumps on a continuous basis. And we have new GPS stations deployed in the area that are monitoring both the street events as well as the continuous motion. And we have drone flights happening every few days to capture what it looks like as well.
Hi everyone, I'm wondering if you can tell me how far from the original shoreline in Kapoho Bay the new delta has extended seaward, and about how deep the water is along that new shoreline. And the reason I'm asking the question, which you may be able to address, is is there any threat of delta collapse in that area?
We're looking at those numbers for you, Liz. Meanwhile, this is Brian. I can say that the coastal offshore area there is very shallow. Unlike off the south flank of Kilauea where it's deep. And therefore we think that the delta that's being built is going to be more stable than the deltas that have been built off the south flank of Kilauea from the Pu'o'o flows in the past. So that's a reflection of the fact that the slope is very shallow. It's also very shallow offshore. And that's a general take on what the delta is doing. Did you find...
Yes, this is Liz Westby with the USGS. There's actually a very nice interactive map that's put out by the Hawaii County Civil Defense, and that allows you to take measurements. And so this is a measurement that I just took from the map, and it looks like if you just do if you start at the ocean entry at Kapoho and then just go out to the furthest point seaward, it's 0.65 miles. But as I mentioned earlier, most of the active ocean entry is in the southern point toward vacation land and points south. So this was just a measurement from Kapoho Bay toward the east.